Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome viewers to our Quranic Arabic course. Inshallah, by the grace of Allah, I'm going to teach in this all the 64 units of Dr. Ibrahim Surti, which is this book of Dr. Ibrahim Surti, which has got 64 units in it and divided into different lessons. Dr. Surti, Hafizahullah, what he has done, he has divided the whole book, grammatical, the Quranic Arabic, into 64 units, and each unit has got Arabic lesson in it. It has got grammatical rules, which is separately explained by doctor in grammatical theme, and there are nearly 108 rules explained here. And Dr. Surti has also given the guideline to the teachers. Dr. Surti has also given the glossary, which is like a dictionary to every word in Arabic and English, and also exercises at the end of every lesson so that the teacher can do the proper assessment of the students, how much they have achieved, how much they have learned. And at the same time, if a person wants to do his self-assessment, he can do that. Alhamdulillah. So let's start with this, and I'll explain to you how you can benefit from this lesson. Inna alhamdulillah nahmadu wa nusalli ala rasulil kareem, amma ba'd. Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that may Allah give us sincerity to speak the truth in the light of the Quran and the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to understand them, to accept them in the hearts, and to implement them in our life. Ameen thumma ameen. What I have done is, I will be using the book in two ways. Number one, I will be reading the grammatical theme of every unit at the beginning of the lesson, where I will be explaining with the page numbers so that the students who are watching my video can listen to it by following the pages exactly the way it is in the book. And also, after finishing the one unit with its rules and grammatical themes, I will go back to the unit itself. I will read it to you in Arabic. I will read its translation, and I will try to explain to you the theme that we have covered, the grammatical rules that we have covered in that unit, which we have learned. So, first of all, my brothers and sisters and my dear students, always try to be humble and sincere and down to earth, and never ever try to listen to the teacher's lesson or lectures just to find out his errors. Definitely we are not perfect, we have errors, alhamdulillah. Shortcoming could be possible, yes, alhamdulillah, but that should not be your intention. Your intention should be that how best you can learn. In case if you want to send your assignments or your exercises to me, or if you have got any questions, then there are two ways. I have a group on WhatsApp which is called Learn Your Islam. So you can add yourself to in that group, and you can send your questions related to the topic which I'm going to teach you. And then, or you will be getting the short videos for all my lectures of the lesson, inshallah. And if you have any queries, if you have got any questions, any clarification, then you can send it through the WhatsApp, or you can email it to me through dr.abdul_ali@yahoo.com. So inshallah we can communicate with that. So not taking much of your time, we'll just start inshallah into the book. It is on page 103 of Dr. Surti's book, Quranic Arabic, and the grammatical themes we are reading inshallah unit 1. It starts here, Al-Asma'u Tankirun, Tadhkirun wa Ta'nithun, which means nouns, indefinite, and genders. Rule number 1. With some exceptions, generally the final consonant of a noun, if it is indefinite, carries a tanween nunation, which means fatha, tanween of fatha, tanween of kasra, and tanween of dhamma. Two fathas, two kasras, two dhamma, which is called tanween, and it is called nunation. So generally what doctor is explaining to us, it says that with some exceptions, generally the final consonant, which is the last letter of the word, will, if it ends with tanween, it is indefinite. This is generally, not all. There are some words which are normally used as Muhammadun. Muhammad is not indefinite, it is a proper noun. It is proper noun. So it's a name, proper name. but otherwise all the nouns that ends with tanween, an, in, un, they are categorized as indefinite. So in this unit, doctor is explaining to us three things. First, we are learning the nouns. And that noun is again explained into two ways. One, it's indefiniteness, and the second is gender. So this is what first rule Dr. Surti is explaining to us. And he gives the example. He says, kitabun, a book. In this word, bun, is the final consonant of a noun, kitabun. And it carries a tanween, two dhammas, therefore it is indefinite. It means a book. Rule number two. Now see, rule number one is very clear, so I don't want to take much of your time. The book is kitabun, it ends with tanween. Ba is the last letter and it ends with tanween. So it is a book and not a definite book. So it is indefinite. Number two, Dr. Surti is explaining to us. I might say again Dr. Surti, or you can understand that whatever I'm reading from his explanation, and also I will add some of my explanations to make the language easy, or to make it easy for the students to understand when they are learning it for the first time. Rule number two, generally nouns ending in ta marbuta, which is a round ta and with two dots, are feminine. Example, غرفتun, a room. Ma'idatun, a table. The first noun غرفتun ends with ta marbuta, which is this ta like this, and it has got two dots. You can see from the page 103. And the second noun ma'idatun ends with round ta, which is separated from dal, so it is separate. When it is joined with ghurfatun fa, it is connected, but it is when it is with dal, it is separated, so you can't connect with dal. So it is separate, and it is like a small circle, like a zero's this shape, and it has got two dots on it. And this is, they both are indefinite because they are ending with tanween, and they both are also feminine because they end with that ta. So in this rule 2, again you are learning that nouns ending with round ta, ta marbuta, that is considered to be, that noun is categorized as feminine. Not generally all. Again, there are some words like khalifa. Khalifatun is ending with ta marbuta, but khalifa is not used for females, it is used for males. So it is, this is exceptions. Page number 4, rule number 3. Parts of human body which are in pairs, according to Arabic usage, regarded as feminine. So this is again rule number 3. Rule number 3 tells us that any part of the body which is in pairs, like eyes, ears, hands, legs, lips, so each of this which is in pair generally in the human body, each one is considered as feminine. Example, aynun, an eye, yadun, a hand. An eye and a hand are parts of the human body. A person possesses 2 eyes and 2 hands. Therefore, both nouns are feminine. Also, both nouns are indefinite because ending with tanween. Rule number 4. Some nouns do not end in ta marbuta, that is a feminine ending, but because of their feminine usage, they are regarded as feminine. So they are regarded as feminine even though they don't end with ta marbuta. Which are those nouns? These we have to understand, we have to memorize them all the time. Number 1, the example which is in the theme is sama'un, a sky, shamsun, a sun. And the footnote, it is explained that sama'un was originally sumayyatun, which is with ta marbuta, feminine ending, and shamsun was originally shumayyatun, and this is shumaysatun. So it is ending with ta marbuta, feminine ending. So what we are learning in this rule number 4, what we are learning is that there are certain nouns which ends with without ta marbuta, but they are also categorized as feminine. Based on the usage of the Arabs, they use those names as feminine. Historically, both nouns were originally used as feminine. Note, two nouns are connected with a particle waw with fatha, which means and, A-N-D. Ainun, qalamun, these are two words. When you join them, it becomes ainun wa qalamun or qalamun wa ainun. A pen and an eye. Qalamun wa ainun, a pen and an eye. Here the first noun qalamun is connected by the particle wa with the second noun ainun. Note, I'm on page 105. The first noun is masculine and the second noun is feminine. And they are connected with the particle wa, which means and. And we will go back to the text inshallah soon. Note, there are few nouns in Arabic which can be treated both as masculine and feminine. The noun tariqun in this unit can be used for both genders. Tariqun, again, in this doctor is explaining to us that there are certain nouns which are like a neuter gender, can be used sometimes for feminine and can be used as masculine, inshallah. Now, my dear students, we are going back to the unit itself. And this unit, as I said, first I will read and I want you to focus on it. And if you can repeat it, inshallah, it will be helpful to you. So first is, it is on page 97, Ad-Darsul Awwal, Unit 1. 1. Kitabun wa zahratun. 2. Qalamun wa aynun. 3. Kursiyun wa sama'un. 4. Babun wa ghurfatun. 5. Khubzun wa shamsun. 6. طريق ومائدة. 7. مال ويد. 8. ولد وبنت. 9. أب وأم. 10. رجل وامرأة. Okay, let's go to the translation and then we will understand the grammar of it. 1. Kitabun wa zahratun. A book and a flower. First noun is all from the top to bottom, all the 10 sentences. First noun is all masculine and the second noun, which is followed by wow, we are all masculine. So you have to understand that they are feminine and the first column is masculine and the second column is feminine. And they all are indefinite and you have to focus on 3 rules of feminine gender here. Number 1, noun ending with ta marbuta. Noun which are pair of body, part of the body which are in pairs. And number 3, the words which are historically used by Arabs as feminine. So these are the things which you have to remember in this. Number 1, kitabun wa zahratun, a book and a flower. 2, qalamun, a pen, wa aynun, and an eye. 3, kursiyun, a chair, wa sama'un, and a sky. 4, babun, a door, wa ghurfatun, a room. 5, khubzun, a bread or bread, wa shamsun, and sun. 6, tariqun, path, road, street, way, wa ma'idatun, and a table. 7, malun, wealth, wa yadun, and hand. 8, waladun, a boy, wa bintun, a girl. Number 9, abun, a father, wa ummun, a mother. 10, rajulun, a man, wa mra'atun, a woman. Now let's understand this. Kitabun, noun, masculine, and it is indefinite. Zahratun, noun, indefinite and feminine because it ends with ta marbuta. Qalamun, noun, masculine, ends with tanween, so it is indefinite. Aynun is eye, it is noun. It ends with tanween, indefinite, and it is feminine. So now sama'un, again in three, sama'un is feminine, historically used as feminine. Ghurfatun, it is clearly mentioned that it is feminine because it ends with ta marbuta. Shamsun, again historically used as that. Ma'idatun ends with ta marbuta, so it is feminine. Yadun, part of the body in pairs, so it's hand, so it is feminine. Bintun, historically it is used as feminine. Ummun, a mother, historically used as feminine. Wamra'atun, it is used for feminine as well as it ends with ta marbuta. So my brothers and sisters, Jazakumullah khairan. Hope you have understood this exercise, this unit 1 with its grammatical theme. بارك الله فيكم وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.